Hello, this is Joyce Banbury with Thrift and Pick Country Style and Thrift and Pick for Profit with kind of a short video because I'm going to tag it on with a little bit of information about an application called Terapeak. So let's get right to the haul, which is eclectic at best and which comes from thrift shops this week and from no garage sales. Holiday weekend, I guess nobody wanted to be bothered. Okay, I found this really cute little box, ceramic box with Winnie the Pooh, Piglet. I thought it was really cute. It opens and it says Christmas is magic, and I believe that. The original price on it was $20. I paid 50 cents for it. So I'm sure this can go up on both eBay and Etsy, since I think it would be a good product for both of them. And then I found these two Crayola tins, 1992, and they were put out by Crayola. I don't know whether all of you know this, but Crayola crayons were made in Kansas. I don't know if they still are or not. You used to be able to take the kids down and tour the factory. These still have the full boxes of crayons in them. Don't look like they've ever been used. They're little holiday tins. I think altogether I got 3 of them. And I paid about 50 cents a piece for them. This one's kind of banged up. This one has $1 on it. This is the Crayola Collector's Colors Limited Edition, but I think some of that will clean up. It also has the crayons in it, and it has a date of 1991, and it's a collector series. The tin's just a little bit dinged up, but I think some of that will clean up, and even if it doesn't, sometimes that just adds to it. So there was 3 of them. I guess they were marked $1 a piece. I did not pay that much. I think I probably paid $1.50 for all 3. And since they're vintage, they can go up on both eBay and Amazon. Now, I'm giving you a little tutorial today about Terapeak. Terapeak is an application that I'm really familiar with because I've been on eBay since 1998, and I can recall when Amazon got started, and I can recall when Terapeak got started and how far they've come, and it's a really, really neat application to give. It has a free trial, so have a look at it and see what you think. This also was with the little tins for 25 cents. I don't think I paid that much for it. And this is put out by Disney. If it has a date, I can't see it. But we like the Crayola ornaments, so if it doesn't sell, it may go on our Christmas tree. I don't know. And sometimes you just get hooked up on history. Do you ever do that? I mean, I'm a researcher by nature, so I really do kind of enjoy looking at things that have a provenance or a history behind them that maybe I can pass on to people. And here is a little leather prayer book with a whole lot of notes and things in it. It's a Catholic prayer book. Oops. And it has a lot of information, prayers, etc., etc. And the thing that makes it really, really fascinating to me is that this is was a gift to a nun. This was a gift to Sister Agnes, and her information and everything is still in here. I think this may be leather bound. I'm not quite sure. And it's quite old. It's been around for quite a long time. It's has the Holy Mass in it. I'm not Catholic, but I can appreciate it. It's wonderful, beautiful graphics in it. Don't you think? Love it. Think they're really beautiful. Hail the Holy Queen, a book of prayer and counsel for Catholic girls and women, the Roman Missal for Sundays. And I thought there might be a publishing date in here, but just right offhand I don't see it. Here we go, 1957. And there's a lot of other little bits and pieces of information in it and things that she put in here that was important to her. And I always think it's really interesting to see the history and provenance behind something. And I will include that when I put this up for sale. Probably go on both eBay and Etsy, and we'll see if it has any real sale value. If not, that's okay, because I'll donate it back to the thrift shop. But even at that, to me, it seems like it's just a wonderful little memory for somebody. Okay, and then on to back to holiday time. This has the box, and it's musical. I hate to wind it up too much, or we'll be listening to it forever. And he probably is from the 1960s, because it was from a store called TG&Y, and that store hasn't been here for at least 25 or 30 years. But anyway, he rocks when you wind him up, and turns a little. And of course I will also put a video up to show what he does and how he can amuse and entertain you, I guess. How much? Oh, I'll probably put him up for $29.95 in that neighborhood. You think? Really cute. And he does have a box. The box needed some repair work, so I've got it sitting up there with the glue. I guess he's going to sing to us for the next, I don't know how long. Okay, and went to a yard sale, or the thrift shop, and they had kitties on sale. And these were all Avon. This one's from 1984, and so is this one. And this one is from 1984, so I'm assuming Avon must have put this out. I was watching a video the other day, well, actually earlier today, and these are all 1984, except, yeah. And I thought these were so cute, and one of the ladies on the video, her cat was sick, and she was, had to take it to the vet, and he's all well now. But these are really nice. They're bisque, kind of a bisque type porcelain. They're in really beautiful shape, marked Avon. You don't normally buy Avon stuff, but everybody likes kitties, and I thought these were exceptionally different kinds. We have Siamese and Persian and a tabby and what he is, a sleeping cat. So I'll probably put this set up. I don't think I'll put these up individually. Probably for, oh, maybe $35, $34.50 in that neighborhood. And these will go up for best offer, and since they're vintage, they'll also go up on Etsy. And I'm having fun putting things up on Etsy. So we'll see how we do. I have lookers, but so far no buyers. But that'll come. I'm sure it will. And then this was interesting to me, and I can't tell you why, because it's not something I would normally buy, but it's one of those beaded headpieces. Kind of cool, don't you think? Now, I wouldn't wear something like this, but I think on the person that would wear it, it's just really, really quite pretty and very nicely done. The detail work is quite good. Doesn't have any kind of labeling on it or anything. Seems to be not missing any beading or sequins. I guess not sequins, just little beads, seed beads. So I'll probably put it up for $24.50 and see what happens. Free shipping and maybe best offer, maybe a little bit more. It says I paid $2, and I may have, since I got this at the thrift shop. Okay. And then this is kind of interesting, and I'm almost sorry I bought it. There was a soldier, or soldier, I guess a soldier, that has been overseas in Iraq, and he put this up for sale on our local buy, sell, and trade, and he had purchased it over there, and I thought it was really cool. And it's a cigar box and a cigar kit, and this is to keep the humidity, the hydrometer, to keep the humidity where it should be, and that's some of the charcoal. Really smells. Charcoal information. Has this really nice leather pouch for the cigars. Really cool. And of course then it has the nipper to cut off the cigars. And beautiful wooden box with enamels on the top and everything. And he only wanted $8 for it, and even though that's a little outside my comfort zone in spending money on stuff like this, I just really thought it was cool. I don't know how vintage it is. It's got a nice felt bottom on it. It's really nice shape. There's a little bit of dinging on it, but that would be expected for somebody who bought it overseas and carried it around with them. Really cool. I'm thinking I'm going to put up a little bit more, maybe $39.95 with best offer or something like that. I'm sure it's probably going to date back to the early 90s, but I'm not positive of the date. And then this is kind of cool. I went to another, I did go to a yard sale last week and got this basket. Now normally I don't buy baskets just simply because they don't seem to have an awful lot of resale value. But this basket was, somebody had used it for a sewing basket. It was lined nicely inside. And then inside of it, it had this Lucilla butterfly ornament kit. Jeweled stitchery ornaments. It was marked originally at $10. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 butterflies, and everything was in there, including the. She had taken all the stones and the beads and the sequins and put them in this little box, and then she had also had other things in here. She had some embroidery flosses, a thing for putting your needlework in, a hook. I used to use those for frames. They make nice frames for embroidery work too. And then the inside of the box was just nice and lined for a sewing box. And I thought, well, that's really kind of cool because there's some neat stuff in there. There's some nice embroidery floss, and there's some in the skeins like that, as well as on the cards. And the hook, like I said, I used to use these for frames for needlework, small pieces of needlework. They always look pretty like this. You might think about that too. And it had an eraser in there, which, you know, I don't know, maybe somebody needs it. Nice pair of scissors. Yay. Fiskars, they're good scissors. Stainless steel. All of the sequins and the little beads for the butterflies. And then the butterfly kit. Now it has been opened, and she did work some of the pieces. So some of it is already worked. The butterflies are. And they're very pretty. And I think there's 3 of them that are worked, and the rest of them are already here. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put this whole thing up as one item on eBay and on Etsy. How about that? I just thought it would be really cool to, I thought maybe there'd be a date on it, but I don't see it. Thought it would be really cool to just sell it the way it was presented to me. I paid $5 for it. I'm going to ask $45 for it. Might be a little tough to mail, but judging by the size of it, I still think I can get it in on priority shipping. Hope so. Otherwise, it might cost me more to mail than it does to... Now these are some of the things that I don't know how they would sell or if they would sell, because this is local It's Russell Engine Service, which is a local entity. I don't even think it's in business anymore, but it's a really nice scalable, both in centimeters and inches. I might have to keep that. That's kind of cool. Ruler. And then this is another one that's Farley Machine Works, and it's a honing stone. Totally cool. So, and the last thing I have here is a Hummert International knife, and it's one of those utility ones that has the scissors and the knife blades. Totally cool, don't you think? And another one. So this will probably go up on both eBay and Etsy. I'm not too sure about these two. I might just bundle these two together since they're both from this area. I just sold a Kansas State bobblehead to somebody in Kansas, so Kansas people are looking at things, and that's kind of cool. So I might just put that up for here. Now the last thing I'm going to show you is going to take a little bit of doing. I'll be right back. Don't leave. I'm not going to go very far, but I have to go somewhere else for a minute. Okay, I went to the Victoria thrift shop today and picked up this beautiful men's size medium coat. Kind of a canvas top coat, and it's a Schaefer outfitter made in Wyoming by Navajo Indians. It was a really high dollar coat. I'm going to pick up the camera so you can see it a little bit better. I thought this is an example of what you can find at these little local thrift shops that you would consider a real buy. Just a beautiful coat for a man. It's size medium, has a plaid lining in it. These are all snappable, so you can unsnap them and give yourself a little bit more space along the bottom. Beautiful heavy-duty zippers, nice deep pockets, and there's the tag. Now you say, that's a really good buy. You know what I paid for this? $3. That's it. $3, people. Brought it home, thought, man, I'm going to make out on this one, and guess what? It fit my husband perfectly, and he stole it. Oh well, next time, keep thrifting. Hi, this is Joyce Banbury with Thrift and Pick Country Style and Thrift and Pick for Profit, and I'm about to give you another short haul video, but before I did that, I wanted to just give you a little bit of information about researching the marketplace around you and how to go about it. Now, you already know you can search completed listings on eBay and find out what things sold for and things like that. But sometimes you need to go a step further. And Terapeak is a good example of an application that will give you a lot of information. Now, it's not free, although there is a free trial. So if you want to just see what it looks like, you can go to the free trial. But from my point of view and for what we're going to talk about today, I'm going to log in and show you some of the things that Terapeak can do for you. Now, when I first bring this up, and this is good for eBay and Amazon, so if you're an Amazon seller, you might want to be interested in how to research and how to track your information, and even how to find out what your competitors do with Terapeak. So let's go, and the first thing it's going to show you on the screen is what you're doing, and it says impressions to click and clicks to sales and total revenue for, I think this is set up for 10 days or week, something like that. and average daily selling price. But just for fun, and so I can point out a little bit more information, I'm going to take you over here to in-depth research. And then I'm going to take you over here to competitor research, because lots of times it's important for you to know what your competitors do. Even if it's a competitor that you're not in direct competition with, sometimes it's just someone you want to be curious about. Now, this is not a competitor of mine, it's a friend of mine. But I want to make some points, so I'm going to use her for an example, and it's public information, so it doesn't really matter. This is a really remarkable person. She's been on eBay since 1997. It's a family affair. She was on it with her mother, and her mother passed away, and then she took over the business and has just really kept it going. So I want to show you a few things about this person by showing you some of her information here. My computer's really slow today. Now there's three things here I want to talk about as we go by. Her average selling price is $6.12. This is a person who does everything at auction. She starts everything about 99 cents, sometimes a little bit higher, but usually that. She has 110 listings. And this just really goes to show you that you don't have to have a lot of listings in order to be successful on eBay. But let's look at this. Her sell-through rate is almost 91%. That means she sells 91% of everything she puts up on eBay and has been doing this for over 18 years. Now, you can't beat that. And one of the things that you need to be cognizant of in your business is, what is your sell-through rate? If your sell-through rate is 0.1% or even 1%, then perhaps you need to look at your listings and you need to move some of your product through or something. I think my sell-through rate right now is at 5%, and I have about 500 listings. I think that's too many listings, so I've made the decision to downsize and to move some of my listings over to another ID where I can do less expensive items. But now, the most important thing that I want to look at here, and I'm going to go up here and I'm going to take us to a 30-day look at her sales. You can look all this up for yourself. If you have Terapeak, you can look it all up on somebody else. And I'm not going to make this a really long tutorial, so I'm just giving you an idea of what you can do with a tool like this. So we're going to go to the 30-day period, and they've got a new interface on their application, so it takes me a little while to find everything. Okay, and my computer is really slow today. Okay, her sales for the last 30 days were $5,491. And I've seen her sales go as high as $6,000 a month, starting with auctions at 99 cents. Her average price over 30 days was $12.29, and she had 488 listings, of which she had a sell-through rate of 91%. So at any given time, she only has about 125 listings up, because she sells it so fast that she just keeps putting new listings up all the time. It has graphs. It has all kinds of things. Her highest selling item was $247, which was for a print, and another one at $216, which was a Henri figurine, and so forth and so forth. But this is just a tip of the iceberg to some of the things that you can do with Terapeak if you have your own subscription. But I just really recommend that you go to Terapeak.com and you just sign up for the freebie. I don't know if it's 7 days or 14 days because I didn't look. But whatever it is, just sign up for it. And then if at the end of that period you don't think it's worth your time or your money, that's cool. But you've learned something. You can find hot selling products, you can find sources for your inventory, you can evaluate opportunities, you can optimize your listings, they tell you how, and you can do all kinds of in-depth research and analyzing. So this is just a quick look at what you can do with another tool. And I know all about Terapeak. I've been on eBay since 1998, and I remember when these people started this application, and they've come a long way, baby, and you ought to go and get on for the ride just to see how it works for you. Bye-bye now.